beautiful people, welcome to High Chance channel. Today I'm coming your way again with another mind-blowing content titled How to Make People Like You Naturally Without Putting in Much Effort. Before we get started, kindly hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and keep your comments coming and share to loved ones and families to also get educated on what we're about to talk about. The first thing you should consider to make people like you naturally is to use a person's name. Mostly people are fond of, or we are fond of using the word hey to call people, even children. Sometimes we think that because they are just kids, maybe they might not know what we are talking about. But when we say hey, it doesn't give a good impression to people about us. So I think we should check that aspect of talking when we are addressing people. And the next tip on my list is try to smile with a feeling. It's not just smiling. I know sometimes people fake the smile, but sometimes you should fake smiles even when you're in a bad mood. But you should smile with a feeling. You shouldn't just smile. Like sometimes people even put on a smile that literally the person watching or the person he or she is talking to knows that this smile is not genuine at all. But if you want someone to like you naturally, you should always try to have a smile that, you see, sometimes there's a kind of smile when people show, it shows that this person really means the smile that he or she is portraying out. So I think that we should look at these tips, and I think that when we look at it, people will just like us naturally without even doing a lot or putting in much effort. The next tip is to be sincere with our compliments. You see, sometimes when people you go out on occasions and other things, and you see friends and you see old people or old mates, you try to, oh, you look beautiful, oh, you look this. But sometimes people, you do not mean what you are saying, but even faking it, the way, you see, there's a style of even faking something to make someone like you. You shouldn't just say you look good, like you look good. Like you should try to like put your whole self, oh, you look good, for the person to know that he or she is really looking sophisticated. But you don't just say you look good. You should try to put in much effort to make the person know that he or she is looking good. And when we do that, it's going to make people like us naturally. The next tip is handle criticism with tact. You see, when I say criticism is when something you are being bothered about something and you want to pass it across. That's criticism. So when you want to handle criticism, especially in public, you don't just go straight up to the person or to even your mom or to your dad in front of people. Mommy, you did this, or hey, you did this, you did that, I didn't like. You don't say that. You say, oh, like, find a way. It's like you are hitting the nail, but find a way to hit the nail, but indirectly. But you're hitting on the same thing. Maybe someone stepped on your feet. You don't just say, hey, don't you know you just stepped on my feet? You don't do that. You say, oh, I like your dress, I like the way you're looking, but please kindly watch your steps next time when you're passing, because you stepped on my feet. It's a nice way of talking, and by doing that, the person will end up sitting by the, wow, this lady really knows how to handle certain issues, even pressing issues. See, and it's going to go a long way to help you as an individual. The next tip is avoiding issuing orders. You see, when I say avoid issuing orders, when you want or you are requesting someone to do something for you, you do not say, go do this for me, go do that for me. Even your employees at work, you do not tell them, go do this for me. No matter your level of superiority, you do not just issue out orders. You see, when you want people to like your style, like the way you are, you should learn how to ask. You do not just give it out. You should ask. You see, maybe I want you to get me water. You just say, go get me water. You should just say that, oh, can you? It's a form of, you are passing out an information, you are requesting the person to do, can you please get me this water? Or can you kindly hand me over the phone? You don't say, get me the phone. Even doing that, the person will be like, oh, this lady, the way I admire her, so this is how she is. No, you shouldn't do that. You should make people like you for who you are. Come on, I'm not saying you should fake it, but just be just come out from your within and just make people like you naturally. You shouldn't just put like be so rigid and be so stiff. No, The next tip on my list is avoid gossiping. You see, gossip is a kind of way that when people do, it really sells a negative image about a person. You see, we can, let's say, this is a clear example. You can be in a group, maybe a group of 5, you are talking, and immediately one person gets up, they all attention is on the person. They'll be like, hey, this lady, don't you know that she's not this, she's not that. But it's not a good habit. When you find yourself among such people who usually talk about people in their absence, I think that you should avoid it, because as you're talking about the person who just left, imagine that when you also get up, that will be the same thing they will do to you in your absence. So you should watch it. And even sometimes people just bring up issues about people, and they try to see your expression. They try to just test you with what they are saying, but immediately you end up gingering the conversation. They know that this lady, I thought she was this, I thought she was that, but she has showed me her true color. So I know that when we practice these etiquettes, it's going to go a long way in our everyday life. Thank you for coming this long way on my general etiquette ideas. I hope that you have a lovely weekend and a Merry Christmas to you and prosperous New Year. Thank you.